Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Traders Interview here with Hola Prime. Today, we're joined by a very special guest, Jacob from the US, who has a $100,000 direct futures account with us and has recently had a payout of $4,500. So he's done phenomenally well. Jacob, thank you so much for coming on today. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you for asking. So, Jacob, I would love to get to know a little bit about your backstory and how you started trading. So, where did it all start for you?
So it started with me watching a few trading videos on YouTube, and I started demo trading when I was 14 years old since I wasn't able to open any brokerage accounts or work with any prop firms. The instant I turned 18, I went to college where I studied quantitative finance. I was
Wow,
there for 2 years. I graduated, and now I'm a full-time trader. So I'm using prop firms and my own personal live account.
that's incredible. And how old are you right now?
I just turned 20.
Just turned 20. Wow. So, I guess you started at 14, but you actually started trading when you were of legal age of 18. So, in 2 years' time, you're already making it your full-time income, which is
Yep.
absolutely amazing. Most people take a lot longer. And funnily enough, actually, generally speaking, what we see statistically is younger traders take a little bit longer because trading does require a little level of maturity sometimes to not gamble and not, let
Mhm.
your emotions take over. So the fact that you're young and you managed to do it in such a quick time, I have huge respect for that. I mean, that's incredible.
Thank you.
Um, Jacob, I would love to know a little bit about your strategy. Is it possible you could share your charts and show us
Yes.
what you look for on a trading day?
Okay, so I trade two different strategies. My first strategy is more of a long-term strategy where I'm trading for maybe 4 to 8 hours, sometimes overnight, and it's when I have a directional bias in the market. So I'll be holding those trades obviously much longer because I'm trying to capture larger moves in the market.
Hmm.
And my main confluence for this is something that I call news drift. So basically, news drift occurs when news event comes out and a bunch of hedge funds are instantly buying or instantly selling a bunch of contracts on the Nasdaq, and that's causing price to move a very large amount within a very short time frame, like within milliseconds. So
Yeah.
I often feel like that's not entirely pricing in the exact sentiment of the news to the market since it is so quick. So I like to
Hmm.
trade continuations off of news events as my longer term strategy. And then
Very
in terms of
nice.
a shorter term strategy, I drop down to the 1 second time frame. And what I'll do is I'll look for super small price inefficiencies. So as you can see, there's lots of gaps in the price here, and that's where their order is not being filled. So I will try and trade on if there's a really giant sell or a really giant buy, then I'll try and trade on the market price coming back up into them. So here's a
Hmm.
giant buy, then it'd be some sort of inefficiency here, and I'm looking for it to trade back into it. Obviously, it can't be right every time since it's the 1 second time
Yeah,
frame, but I just have to be right more often than not.
that's incredible. So I've never seen anyone, excuse me, I've never seen anyone effectively use the 1 second chart. Um, that's kind of blown my mind, to be honest. I don't know how to take that. That is absolutely amazing. And when you say you trade off this, so when, for example, in that example you showed, on the 1 second, there was a big bullish 1 second candle, and it kind of pulled back into it. Are you looking then to long to
Uh,
continue that move?
Sometimes, sometimes. Most of the time, I'm just looking for that inefficiency to be filled, since I feel like if the market has moved by that much in such short of a time frame, then it couldn't be 100% accurate in reflecting the price of the market, since it was one buyer or one seller who moved the market so much. So I
Hmm.
usually try and get an entry on it going back into that inefficiency.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's a really smart move. Absolutely fantastic. And how would you define when to get out the market? Say you've just got in on a 1 second chart. It's going a bit your way. When do you, I mean, it must be a scalping strategy, obviously, but when would you start saying, okay, it's time to get out the market?
It is, yeah. I use that strategy more on my own personal live account since prop firms obviously have rules against that and specific risk management. But if you're looking to trade a prop firm with this type of strategy, I would usually recommend putting your stop loss below previous lows or above previous highs, just just so you have sort of a mental note of you don't want the market to accidentally do something incredibly wrong in one direction and take away your whole account.
Yeah,
This type of strategy is just one in which you want to win 51% of the time with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and you just don't want your entire account to be blown up. So just doing an appropriate stop loss, whatever you feel is best for the specific situation in terms of points, in
absolutely.
terms of how volatile the market is.
Amazing, amazing. Well, I find that fascinating. Jacob, thank you so much for sharing your strategy. I would love to move a little bit on to about trading psychology. Um, how you mentioned you studied quantitative finance, wasn't it? So would you say you're quite a statistical minded person, quite logical by nature? Do you
Yeah.
feel that helped? Do you take control of your emotions and the psychological part of trading?
It definitely helped, yeah. Since I'm always looking at the numbers behind trades and how often I'm winning, how often I'm expected to win, and what my expected profit is per trade, it gets to the point where I don't really mind it if I lose, since I know in my head that it was a positive expectancy trade. So I know I made the right decision by clicking the buy button. I know I have my stop loss and take profit at the most optimal values personally. So if I lose, then I know it's just another statistic, and I'm just going to keep on trading, keep adding to my sample size until I can eventually have that net positive outcome.
Absolutely, absolutely. And are there any tips and tricks that you could give to the viewers to help from the psychological side?
Yeah, I would say if you're having really good days trading, you want to kind of want to build on those. If you have a really bad day trading, you don't want to build on that. So obviously taking a break, it's pretty simple advice, but if you're not in the right mindset, then there's honestly no reason to be on the charts. The charts are going to keep moving. The next day is going to come around. The market's going to keep going for the next 10 years. You can keep trading. So I would just recommend coming back when you're in a better state of mind, you're more focused, and if you lose again, then all you have to know is that you made the best decision possible in your trade. If you knew or if you had some sort of bias, then just think about that you were making the best decision possible based on what information you had currently available.
Absolutely, absolutely. Really good advice. Definitely, you want to make sure if you're having a losing day, you stop trading, know where your limit is, don't revenge trade, come back the next day, like you said, clear mind, fresh start. That's probably the best advice anyone can give. So, fantastic stuff. Jacob, I want to quickly move it on to Ola Prime. So you've had a payout of 4.5 grand, done phenomenally well. How's your experience been with us so far?
It's really good. I enjoy the live chat support. I've had a few questions about how the account works, and then I had another question with my payout. It's always a 10-second response, which is amazing. Like there's no AI that you have to talk to. They always set someone up with you to talk to you, and you can have your question literally answered within 10 seconds each time. The payouts are processed within an hour always, so you don't have to go to sleep worrying about if you're going to get paid out if you broke a rule or anything like that. And I think it's really rare in the prop firm space to have a firm that's really committed to its traders. And they do that by paying out super fast and by giving this chat support. That really helps traders like me who are really focused on the charts. You don't want to worry about your payouts or your arguing with chat support over what went wrong with your account rules. So I'm obviously
Yeah.
really appreciative of the opportunity as well.
No, we're really happy to have you on board. You're a fantastic trader. You're still, a young guy, so I can't imagine where you'll be in 5, 10 years time. I think you'll definitely be in the top 0.1% of traders. Let's put it that way. Um, One last question, then I'll let you go, Jacob. What is the future for you? Are you looking to scale? Are you looking, sorry, not scale, but are you looking to get more accounts, more capital with us? What have you got planned for the future?
Yeah, definitely scaling my trading is my number one priority right now. At this time in my life, I have a lot of freedom, so really trying to put it towards trading and then eventually, hopefully do something on my own, maybe scaling my own live trading account to a really big balance or opening up some sort of business of my own.
Absolutely. Sounds amazing. Well, you're a bright young man. I'm sure you'll achieve whatever you set your mind to. Jacob, thank you so much for coming on, sharing your story, your strategy. and just being an all-round great guy to talk to. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you, Jacob. And to all the viewers, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on channel notifications, and also make sure you join our Discord. Do tune in to Hola Prime TV every Monday to Friday, every trading day, where our wonderful trading coaches will break down the live charts, take real live trades, and basically stream it all for your entertainment and, for your education as well. But apart from that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Jacob, again for coming on, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care.
Hola Prime, trade with transparency.